Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play ActRaiser. In the last episode, we got rid of all that desert sand in Cassandra, but now we have an evil pyramid on our hands. But before I go to Cassandra and take on Act 2, there's something I want to do. Since last time, I recovered all of my SP off-screen, and I now want to go to Fillmore and Bloodpool and get rid of all the level 1 and 2 houses there, so I can get as many people as I can. I did mention last time that this will not be a max world population run, so I might as well go ahead and mention the final numbers that you should have, starting with Fillmore. For Fillmore, the maximum population is 914. I'm not going to get anywhere, well, I can kind of get close to that, but I'm not going to hit that number. Maximum number I'm going to hit for some strange reason is going to be 874. And, well, that's as far as I'm going to go. Because I messed up somewhere, and I don't exactly know where. So, let's go ahead and use Earthquake, so that way we can get rid of all of the level 1 and 2 houses, and then I'll have all these guys build everything again from there. What's really strange about the max number is that you'll get really close to it if you actually do everything right. Like, you'll probably be like 2 away from max population, and then when you go to another city, you'll actually get that phantom growth, and you'll go from like 912 to 914. The game seems to tend to want to do that for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it does. So in case you get close to it and you've done everything right, like a few away from 914, just go to another city and then check the status of Fillmore, and it should be at 914. You didn't do anything wrong if you did everything like you were supposed to. Unlike me. And that's pretty much all I have to mention about Fillmore here. So, at this point, I'm just going to fast forward, and I'll see you when I'm done. Alright, thank you for your patience. We are back, even though I'm probably editing that out anyway. And it's now time to go to Bloodpool. As you can see, I managed to get 874, which is not the maximum. I'm off by like 40. And speaking of 874, that is the maximum for both Bloodpool and Cassandra. Keep that in mind. Speaking of Bloodpool, we are going to go over there right now. Because why not? Gonna check the status of... Yeah, we're not going to be able to grow in Fillmore anymore. And now it's off to Bloodpool. First off, we want to use the harmonious music that we got from Cassandra and use it in Bloodpool. You don't have to place it in a specific spot. And now when you go to Bloodpool, this music will play. Once you get the music playing in Bloodpool, the town growth will start going again. And once you get the music playing, they'll tell you that they have invented something called a compass. And they present it to you as an offering. You definitely want to take it because you're going to need it later. So, why not take it now? And we don't have anything else. I could always get the wheat whenever I need it. And now, time to level this town. But first, though, I am going to have to do something a little drastic. I'm not going to hit max on here, but you probably already knew that. The maximum amount of people, if my practice run serves me correctly, is going to be 858. I'm going to be off by a few compared to Fillmore. And I need to build up to here, which means I'm going to have to build a 4th bridge. Sorry, guys. Sorry, perfectionists. But if I don't build in this spot, I'm not going to get max level. So with that in mind, let's build over there. Let's nuke the level 1 and 2 buildings. And in case I hit a level or something, I'll be right back. So, after this end of this turn, I'm gonna cut off maybe. And that should be the last of everything. I'm just gonna wait one more turn. So that way, that should be it for me, sadly, and apparently it is. And what is the next? I'm pretty sure it's 1800. 1900. Well, we can take care of that pretty well in Cassandra. All we have to do now is just move over there. I've nuked everything because everything was like level 1 and 2 before I finished the video off last time. And now it's time to head down to observe the town and have it grow once again. Once again, I'm going to wait here off screen and wait for the town to build itself. Thankfully, you don't have to really do anything special aside from the 21,000 plus points that you need to get the maximum population. You don't have to build a town a certain way. You can build to your heart's content. And you should be able to get the maximum population of 874 people very, very easily. So just like Fillmore and Bloodpool, I'm going to wait here, and you'll join me whenever I reach a level or I reach the max population. So, be right back. Alright, we've managed to hit another level. We are now at level 10. And we should be able to hit the next level at 2200. Guess what? We're going to do that with Cassandra. So, you'll join me then. Alright, we are now at level 11. And we should be reaching level 12 at 2500, and I'm pretty sure we might reach that level here as well. I'll meet you back when I either hit that level or hit max population, whichever happens first. Alright, we are now at level 12, and this is going to be the last level that we hit before we reach the maximum population here, which will not be much longer. I've edited out a lot of waiting, and though it may feel like a few minutes for you, it's been nearly 25 minutes for me prior to editing. And we're not going to hit 13 until 2,900 people, and we're not going to reach that until the next city, so I'll meet you back once we're at the maximum population of 874 people for the city of Cassandra. Be right back. Oh hey, we're at the maximum population of 874 people for the city of Cassandra. We still got a little bit of sadness going on, but at least we don't have to worry about the growth of the city being slowed down anymore. And we only have a few levels left. I believe we are now on, of course, level 12. So we got 5 more levels to go until we hit max. And I'm glad I got the extra strength because I'm only halfway through the game. I'm almost near max level. And it's definitely going to be very, very useful, all that health that I'm going to have. So let's return to the Sky Palace and let's fight some monsters. Let's go into that evil and human enticing pyramid and kick some evil human enticing pyramid butt. And here we are inside the heart of the pyramid itself. Or somewhere in the pyramid. We got these snakes. You want to duck down to hit him. And you got these little King Tut mats to shoot arrows. Hit him 3 times to kill him. Also, you can destroy the arrows on those things too. Gives you 10 points, but every point counts, but you've already gotten all the points you need on Act 1. That's not really necessary. You also have mummies too. They go down in 1 blow. They are pretty fast though, so you want to get them before they get you. And I could have hit that arrow, like I said. And you got this clown too. You want to hit him 3 times. Whenever he stops while he's backing up, he will swing at you. He will dive forward a little bit and swing at you. When he stops, you want to back away. And then when he's moving away from you, that's when you want to hit him. Anyway, we have a series of platforms here, as well as a very interesting background of Anubis, the god of death, having several statues in his honor being built there. And you got some of those little spirit ball enemies that will move around in diagonal patterns there. They can't go around freely though. They can only go like in a straight line back and forth, even though they move diagonally. And if you hit this statue here, extra life. Couldn't really tell what that was because I was standing too close to where it was, but it's there. And I managed to duck clean over that. Don't know how I managed to do that, but I did. And you also want to watch out for the spikes too, because some of them are of the instant death variety. Also, don't stay on that platform to the right for too long, because you will get sent down the pit. You'll just drop down there if the platform gets too low. A lot of easy platforming here. And I want to hit that thing just because it's an enemy with a scorpion tail and a human's head. Some of these enemies look pretty weird. And full health there if you need it. There's a lot of platforms in this area. And here we go. I believe you can't hit those platforms. I could be wrong. But you also have these things too. And you also don't want to hit those blue bricks too. Don't want to step on these blue bricks because it does that if you do. And if you get hit by either the ball or the little shrapnel that it leaves behind when it hits the floor, you are going to take damage. And I managed to get some dumb damage there, but I was able to use that to my advantage. I could have hit that arrow, but probably too close to me to do that anyway. There we go. Sword didn't want to swing the first time. And you don't really need to use these platforms to avoid the snakes if you don't want to. You can just hit them with your sword. Just remember to duck, otherwise you'll probably not even hit them. Maybe. There's another mummy. Let's see if I can duck down. Nope. Can't do it. Hit them that far away with a swinging sword swing from down there. Now with this platform, you want to be very careful. You could take this platform on the way down, but as you're about to see, it travels into the spikes. So you want to wait for it to go up. And I barely made it there. Now, we have another one of those guys to the left here. Don't want to hit that statue just yet. Every time he swings a sword, he will actually shoot up a projectile. And if you get too close to him, he jumps over you just like that. He takes 5 hits to kill. And that's why I told you not to hit that statue yet, because you're probably going to lose health, any health that you've regained while you're fighting him if you don't do what I just told you. And the boss here is a giant King Tut head, who will probably hit the ground sometimes and cause my smaller King Tut heads to appear on the wall whenever it shoots a fireball after trying to crush you. Like that. They actually shoot different colored arrows, but they shouldn't be too much of a problem to deal with. And sadly, that's all that thing can do. very, very easy boss. And I managed to get a lot of points here. And of course, you could have actually fought off a lot of enemies in that area with all the platforms and the Anubis statues in the background, thanks to that 1-up, but if you did everything that you needed to do in Act 1, you're not going to need it. It's still there, though. And now that we've found the missing man, we've completed both acts, and we've gotten the entire city grown out to maximum population, we should be done with this town. Or so we think. Because after you've done everything... Oh, that's not it. Ah, okay. So there was something you could do with the little Nazca drawing on the ground in the upper left corner of the town. Okay, I forgot it does this first. Not sure if you need to strike the area there with lightning. Probably just need to build near it as close as you can. But if you do, you'll get an ancient tablet. It says something about an island and it has the same shape as the ground drawing. We'll be seeing that soon enough. And they present it to us as an offering. And this was the thing I was talking about. You thought we were done, or so we thought, because the people of Cassandra are now suffering from a plague, and that you've done everything in the town that there is to do. They asked for healing herbs, and unfortunately we won't be getting that for a little while. We will have to get some and then return to Cassandra. And these guys just move back and forth as they suffer from the plague. They should be doing that indoors where they don't spread the plague around to those crops and everything, but what do I know? Anyway, we are now done with Cassandra. We have a lot more growth in all three of the towns now. And apparently I was trying to figure out what that weird set of blue and yellow lines were. And we are now off to another city. Next time is Aidos, so let's go ahead and move over there. Thankfully that is to the north of Cassandra. And we seem to have a volcano over there, as well as another little Stonehenge-like area. And a bunch of rocks, so we're going to be using our lightning quite a bit around here. And, well, we are going to have to go over here next time. Even though you can do everything after Fillmore in any order that you want, I'm just doing the order that's in here because, well, it's actually rather convenient. So, next up is Aidos, and that will be in the next video. So join me then, where I take on Act 1 of Aidos, and build more houses, and do more things. Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!